Steph,
Hey.
Abby,
Morning, everyone.
Matt,
Oh, hello there. Morning.
and Gosha.
Good morning, Brisbane.
Steph, Abby, and Matt with Usher, Hit 105.
Hey, let's do this. Morning. It is 3 o'clock. And as you can see, I like to hold up a servo every morning on the way to work. That's why I wear a black hoodie, so no one can tell it's me. And we're going running, because we're idiots. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Let's do a team roll call. Stav. Matt. Oh, I'm here.
Okay, so Oshar's not here.
No. He never usually comes running.
He's
anymore.
never come running from morning. He said he was going to come this morning.
Yeah, so it looked like he comes every day, and then he didn't make it this morning. He's a vegan, he doesn't have a lot of stamina. Alright, let's do it.
Alright, let's go.
Come on, Pete!
So technically I'm waiting for the next shower, but then I'll just get up to date with the news. I check my Facebook. So, yeah. And get all the scoopla. Chocolate.
Nice.
Breakfast of champions.
Now usually over coffee, when Abby's making us all coffees, this is where she'll give us our inspirational quotes before the show starts. Now usually they're always about the way we look, so
One thing I like to say to Maddie, and he thinks that I'm joking because I don't give compliments that often, is I like your hair natural.
I get up at 25 past 3, and I'm in here at about 15 minutes later, because if I give myself any time at all to hit the snooze button, I will use it. So pretty much, if I don't get out of bed when my alarm goes off, I'll be late. So straight up in it.
Much like in Frank Herbert's 1964 science fiction classic Dune, our world cannot exist without the spice melange. Radio, as an industry, cannot exist without coffee. We drink Black Star, which they roast the beans around the corner. Sweet. Probably about 5 minutes to 5. Our first meeting is at 5 a.m. I was shooting Bachelor late last night, and then my flight got delayed, and I checked into my hotel at 12:05. So 4 hours and 50 minutes ago. So it's probably going to be the first time we're visiting this little guy today.
20 minutes. I hate spending a long time getting ready. It depends what I've got on. If I've got something on that night, like I'll do my hair so that it lasts for maybe 2 days, 3 days.
I reckon I like to get in early. I get in here about 20 past 4 in the morning, but that's only because I like to read the paper, check out everything that's going on online and stuff like that, and just kind of be across it, and have a bit of chill time. Some shows get in at 5 to 6, depending on whether their producers do all the work for them, but I'm a bit of a control freak.
Radio is a really interesting industry where on air you're hiring people who live their lives by always speaking out loud what's going on inside their heads. In radio, people have personalities that they live verbally, and that's the job, and it's great. What time is it?
Time for a meeting.
Is it meeting time? Shit, it's meeting time. Good morning, Abby. Good morning. Good morning, Kaz. How do you do? Oh, I'm not there today.
Right, I mean, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, okay, so Splendor starts today, so toughest bag restrictions of all time, so you can't take backpacks in this year.
Right, cool, that is the show done.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Yes, I control what happens audio-wise. So all the buttons and stuff. I have the power to turn all their microphones on and off if I feel like I need to do that. So yeah, my main thing is I've got to check I've got all the ad breaks, all the music, all the stuff ready to go, and make sure I roll all that out. So over here we have, this is just an internet computer, and then all your phone calls. So when you guys call through, they all come in on here. This is the desk, so all the mics, and then this is our on-air computer where all the audio plays out of.
Vegan. Delish.
Sorry, this is my my girlfriend send me texts in the morning because they're up going to the gym. So we do morning motivation. Yeah, we do. We give like morning love you texts. Yeah, so I'm such an ADD kid. So I have 2 coffees has to be before 10 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, I'll never sleep. So it's true. I like to go to bed by 8:30 and get up at 3:15 in the morning.
My favourite Doctor Who fact is the fact that Peter Davison, who was the 4th Doctor, you don't get that wrong, he might have been the 5th, he was the 5th, he had a piece of celery on his uniform, and it was never explained why. And eventually so many fans asked why he had celery on his outfit that they said it was because he's allergic to a certain type of gas, and if it's around, the celery will turn purple. Mr. Acton, Steph Davidson, the current affair here. Speaking of the micro, if you could. Just wondering, Mr. Acton, if you could explain, the situation with you and your cousin. Please don't throw your hot coffee at me.
It's not my fault I have a hot cousin. You say your sister is hot.
She is, but I never dated her.
My first dates with Abby and Matt and Stav were really exciting and gave me a lot of hope that our journey together might really work out all right.
In many other workplaces, there's ways to deal with conflict. You can possibly try and ignore it, try and work around it. This is such an intimate job, and you are really in each other's faces. It's a tiny little room for hours at a time. You've got to sort shit out, and you've got to sort stuff out quickly.
But you have to get along because you see each other more than you see your partners and your family. So you have to get along, and like everyone else, so we sometimes fight.
The song that I'd probably describe myself with it's probably something from your dad's record collection. It's a song called "Communication Breakdown" by Led Zeppelin. Honestly, the guests we have on the show are fantastic to have. And I love having guests on the show, but I don't love any guest as much as I love working with Abby and Stav and Matt. They're just fantastic humans. What is happening with your hair today?
What do you mean? No, stop it. Osher,
We're both done
I'm trying to get him to do au natural hair. So I've been encouraging it. I like it.
There's no product in your hair. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Normally there's like a standing wave of just follicles between me and you.
Yes, this is awesome.
That is 100% not what I was thinking.
Yeah.
No.
Good morning, Hit105. Can I start with your name? Hello, Jane. What can I do for you this morning, Jane?
Yeah, you get your mouth.
And you gotta kind of sometimes tell them, you just like, for me, it's like, name, age, and suburb. You gotta get that from them. And for me, if they don't give you what you want within a minute, we just go to the next person. Because it means they won't be able to do it on air.
So as you can see, what happens is when there's an ad break or something going on, I stick around to double check that it all works. And my teammates, they're such great people. They hang around and help for moral support. See, they're oh no. Oh, where's my credit?
So I'm the social media producer for Stab, Abby and Matt with Osher, which means I monitor their cameras throughout the show. Yep. And also monitor all their social media. So obviously we get a lot of interaction throughout the show on social. A lot of people will comment on stuff, and we try and get as much of their show on video up online as possible. Just so, show's on for 3 hours. People aren't going to catch all the parts, so we like to be able to have a place for them to go and find it, share it, and get involved.
Okay, this is going to be weird to you. It's not weird to me because I've done it for years, but I love having eggs for breakfast. And just because I'm not at home doesn't mean I can't have them. So I normally cook breakfast in the morning for Maddie and I. And to cook eggs, this is good. This is my cooker. It's a sandwich press. And I cook everything on here now. Thanks, hon. Oh, I can't have a vegan touching egg. A vegan touching egg. This is because Maddie actually presses the buttons. I don't actually do anything during the show. Maddie, your breakfast is served just like you make me every day.
Stab Abby and Matt with Osher. Brisbane Hit105, Arrested Development.
I'm thankful for those things, but there's some things I'm just not thankful about. And I have to start with you, Abby and Matt. Oh, I'm really happy that you're eating a healthy breakfast of eggs and fresh toast and something else.
Abby cooked them. Thank you very much. That was lovely.
Did you put it away in the dishwasher?
No, you did that for me too.
No, someone else did, I think.
My turn.
Yeah.
Sorry. But then you bring your eggs, freshly cooked eggs, into this very small, soundproofed, enclosed, airtight room. And even though you finished your breakfast 2 hours ago, it smells like a hospital kitchen in here.
Hey, all those people out there that say, you know what, builders, they never finish their own home. Oh, I laughed. I thought, yeah, I know, but my husband will. We've moved in and we're currently just camping in the house. We didn't have power or electricity, but now we do, and we have running water.
Wow.
Just in the shower.
Photos. At the time of taking them, you think this is a memory that I'm going to look back on and go, they were great times. But in the future, when you look back, you think they were great times because I was skinny.
Oh, yeah.
My wife putting together a lovely photo board for my birthday, and I appreciate that. There's two things that I notice about myself. It's that one, I was skinny, and two, I had knob head haircuts.
Maddie,
The worst haircuts in the world.
I've worked with you
idiot.
for over 8 years. You have never looked different.
Well, this morning it was dark, so I didn't know. Right at the tippy top, there was a little hole, right where my big toe goes. And gradually over the course of the morning, with the pressure of walking, that little hole has gradually gotten bigger until my big toe has started to poke out of it. Oh. And now it's at the point where probably half the toe is out, but the hole isn't big enough for the toe that's out.
You've had a hole breach.
Yes. So my toe is slowly turning purple. My toe looks like a reverse wiggle. Purple on the top.
Wake up, toe!
Wake up.
Once actually, they made me a superhero outfit here for work. It had Stab on it. It was like a complete Superman outfit, but it was the Super Stab outfit. We were supposed to use it for stunts here, and we didn't end up using it, but I ended up taking it home. And I wore it to a Halloween costume party of a friend. And after I left, one of his mates said, wow, that guy really looked like Stab. He nailed that costume, and he thought I'd dressed up as Stab to go to a Halloween costume.
Well, actually, it's Maddie's birthday next week, and he's having a big 30th birthday. I know he looks about 12, but he's turning 30.
Yeah,
and he's got a big birthday party next Saturday, and I have to say that I think we've got him the best present ever.
That frightens me.
You're gonna love it.
I can, you know what? There's two things in life that are guaranteed: taxes, and I'm not gonna love what you do.
Okay, well, it is in the studio now, so you can take your blindfold off and have a look at your brand new present.
So who touched me?
No, take your blindfold off.
No.
Yeah,
Take your blindfold off. Just
take your blindfold off.
Ignorance is bliss.
take your blindfold off.
I bought you a puppy! I bought you a puppy!
You got your puppy.
Oh no!
It's the cutest puppy I've ever seen.
Please look at this endorsement.
How could you say no to that punum?
Look, it's got a little bow on it. And one thing I'm mostly thankful for is Matty Acton, who has organised a very special thing on Stav's scooter. Now, Stav doesn't drive a very tough car. In fact, he drives a scooter to work.
Everyone's going to want to see this mainly for Abby.
And you know that I love it if anyone gives me a dress-up theme. He said to me, we need to be biker chicks. And I went, I've got that.
We turned your scooter into a Harley.
Let's just say, I'll be driving with the headlights on, even if the lights aren't on. Let's put it that way. Now, after the show, we'll go into a planning meeting to see what we're going to do for Monday. Sometimes there's pre-recorded interviews with celebrities because they won't get out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, often there's celebrities from overseas, so with the time difference, you can't actually do them when we're normally.
We do have a text message group as well, so
That never stops.
Yeah, you never add anything to it. Occasionally,
It's not necessary.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
We'll text through things that are happening and ideas, so we're all across it.
We all tend to check back in again at the end of the day, around 4 or 5 o'clock, just before everyone heads to bed.
If you missed it,